Working. Always on my holiday or no holiday. Still getting these hills in. Still getting that work in. Celebrate later. After the mission is complete. Other than that, I'm working. Always on my feet.
Wow, ERROL SPENCE's own trainer, Derrick James, is in tremendous shape as he prepares his fighters in his stable for what's next. That's what I'm gonna talk about in this video. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, you've seen the clip at the beginning. ERROL SPENCE Jr., his trainer, working hard in that Texas heat, preparing for whatever. Now, a lot of people want to know, ERROL SPENCE, is he fighting Terence Crawford? I guess we shall find out soon. For me, I'm not going to speculate. I want to hear from the horse's mouth, either Derrick James, ERROL SPENCE, Terence Crawford, Bo Mack, somebody in PBC, anybody, right? So I've made several videos of that. You guys got to check it on the channel for the latest and greatest. And I noticed something in boxing, in the world of boxing, sometimes we complain when fights don't get made. We complain if there's a robbery on the scorecards. We complain, you know, just anything, bad judges, premature stoppage, fighter doesn't look like they're in tremendous shape, whatever the case may be. So all these different things we complain about. So on my channel, I can't just complain when something's bad, and then when I see something that's good, say nothing about it. What I see that's good, I gotta speak on it, you know, even 10 times. Because again, especially on YouTube and Instagram and, you know, just boxing pages on Twitter and stuff, you see like a lot of times the negative is glorified. If so-and-so, like I remember when Gervonta Davis, people thought he was leaving Mayweather Promotions, and, you know, things like that get amplified. But on my channel, I want to talk about other good things too. Like when I see good things, and I've always done that since I came in the game. And I hope you guys enjoy when I do that. So Derrick James, you've seen the clips at the beginning. He's running, he's sweating, and he's grinding. He's putting in work, and he's in crazy shape. And you'll see video clips of Derrick James in the past. And just from the eye test, I could tell he's come down in his weight. Whatever weight he was when ERROL was fighting, let's say, Mikey Garcia, which you'll see in this video, he's not that weight now. He looks lean down, he looks muscular, he looks in shape, and that's commendable. And again, I don't want to just talk about when things are bad and, you know, clout chasing and stuff like that. I got to talk about the good stuff. And Coach Derrick James, he's doing his thing. Lead by example. My dad was in the military, so I come from structure, chain of command, things like that. And part of being a great leader is to lead by example. And Derrick James, he has my vote as trainer of the year for 2022. It's going to be very, very hard to beat Derrick James, because Derrick James so far, ERROL SPENCE, maybe in April, fought against Yordenis Ugas. Yordenis Ugas was coming off of the best career best performance that against a Hall of Famer, Manny Pacquiao. I want to up to my promoter. Ooh. And Ugas, I thought a lot of people didn't give him. See, the thing that made me mad with the Ugas Pacquiao fight, people slept on Ugas because it became ERROL SPENCE's opponent, and ERROL SPENCE did what he did with Ugas. So it became a way for the haters to not give full credit to Ugas. So I seen a lot of people in referencing the Ugas and Pacquiao fight. I believe my fight with Ricky Hatton Cotto is the Pacquiao fight, right? The Pacquiao fight, he looked damn good, and people don't really keep giving credit to Ugas. He was supposed to fight Marcos Maidana's lesser accomplished brother, right? Shout out to Chino Maidana, but that's the reality. ERROL SPENCE had an eye injury that kept him out of contest with Manny Pacquiao, forced him to withdraw, and in comes Ugas with like 11 days to prepare for Pacquiao, a Hall of Famer, a certain Hall of Famer. And he had Pacquiao eating, you know, being spoon-fed from his wife, eating from a spoon, like he a baby, eating like he couldn't even eat solid foods after the fight. What are we talking about? So to go from a performance like that, and again, a lot of the haters and detractors and naysayers, they attributed Errol's success to Ugas and Ugas's performance over Pacquiao as, oh, it was just a shell of his former self, Pacquiao. But we can't say that, because going into the Errol Spence Pacquiao fight, there were people who were picking Pacquiao to beat Errol Spence. Then you see him lose to Ugas. Now people want to use, boxing fans could be so fickle. Now they want to say that Pacquiao was so far gone and so far removed. Then why were people picking Pacquiao to beat Errol Spence? Nonetheless, Derrick James and Errol Spence, they did the damn thing. Derrick coached his fighter again to, the championship. That was a unification in the fight with Ugas, and they delivered the gold. And the interesting thing is Errol Spence was coming off of an eye injury. Who knows how that could have impacted his psyche, because just imagine if you have a detached retina. Abner Mares, I know he's coming back and he has an upcoming fight, but Abner Mares was supposed to fight Gervonta Tank Davis years ago. In fact, it was the fight that got replaced, and Tank Davis ended up fighting Hugo Ruiz as a late replacement in LA. That was supposed to be Abner Mares. I said that to say this: Gervonta Davis has fought many times since that point, and actually fought several times on pay-per-view. That fight wasn't on pay-per-view. Abner Mares pulled out because he had a detached retina, and he's just now coming back to competition. And I know he's not fighting a guy like Yordenis Ugas, nor do I expect him to. So Errol Spence and Derrick James, that's just a special tandem. And what Errol Spence did, people are taking it for granted. But that's a big ask. If someone's coming off a detached retina, this is your vision versus blindness, potentially, if you get hit wrong or, whatever the case may be. And Errol is always up to bat, and, he's chancing it. I know people in his corner probably wanted him to take a tune-up after the accident. He's like, nah, Danny Garcia, that'll motivate me. He's a tune-up, And same thing with the Ugas coming off of that. And Errol Spence is just defiant by nature. You got to give respect. So I love it there. Derrick James also coached JERMELL CHARLO, and JERMELL CHARLO made amazing adjustments. Amazing to unify, become undisputed, beating a guy who gave him a very, very tough fight. And that was JERMELL CHARLO versus Brian Castano rematch. So Derrick James did it again then. Now you got the Frank Martin fight, and I look forward to this is opponent he's fighting. I believe that Gervonta Davis previously fought and knocked out. So we'll see how Frank Martin looks there. And I even like the work, even though it was last year, the work with Marcus Brown, Artur Beterbiev, even though despite Beterbiev beating Brown, who was trained by Derrick James, that was their first fight together. But he gave a much tougher fight, Marcus Brown, than Joe Smith Jr. recently versus Beterbiev. So this is just a testament to the Derrick James school of boxing. He's bald, black, and he's the leader of the academy. He's like the Black Professor X, you know what I mean? And he got these mutants, and they looking like the X-Men. So shout out to Derrick James. I can really appreciate the fact that he's in the field with it, and he's like concerned about his health, leading by example. And what better ways to motivate your troops? Imagine, like I said earlier, if you're a soldier at battle and you're part of a platoon, and then you look at the general and he knows how to shoot, or he knows how to do the things he's instructing you to do, you're going to generally respect him more. Derrick James, former fighter, and now he's in probably some of the best shape of his recent career as a trainer. You know what I mean? So you got to respect that. And again, on my channel, I'm going to use this time and use the precious airwaves on my channel to talk about what I like in boxing. It's not just what we don't like. In the last 30 days, I looked at my YouTube analytics and it showed me something. 50% of the people that watched my content last month subscribed. So thank you. The other 50% did not. This is your reminder. Help spread the message organically so the channel can continue to spread the good word on boxing. Many, many people need this information. So reach one, teach one. You can help those people by simply hitting the subscribe button, like, and comment SLC. That sends the proper signals to YouTube and shows you guys are engaged and want more of the content, and it allows me to do what I'm doing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Derrick James got to be the trainer of the year for me, and I like that he's getting in shape. You dig? And I'm out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.